Okay, so this is the situation. This is a client site, very large site in production, and this is the same site's dev version. This is where we keep a copy of it and do some experimentation and whatnot. But recently, this has fallen behind, and due to a lot of experiments, it has suffered some data corruption. So what we are about to do here is synchronize these two databases. I mean, once again, just the database size is sheer 1 gigabyte, right? So for this reason, when we tried, in PHPMyAdmin in cPanel, that had timeout issues, it froze up, all sorts of issues happened. So this time we are about to do this with a plugin called WP Migrate DB Pro, which is right here. And the normal one will help you create a copy of the database, but it will give you a SQL file, which you eventually have to manually upload via PHPMyAdmin. But this one will automate the process. So let's get started with installing it. Upload. Install now. All right, we activate. Once again, this is the dev version. We are putting it on. In order for this to happen properly, we're going to have to go through the same process on the production also, and set up a communication between the two, and then launch. So now that it is installed, okay, so we will go and see the interface a little, because it does vary a little bit with the free version. So this is where we set up the destination and source path, automated backups, settings. I'm about to put my license in there and enable push and pull. And this is the connection key. Based on this, the connection between the source and target happens. Here's some add-ons we can do to push themes and plugins. This one is used when we do the multi-site migrations. This is the CLI. I haven't used it yet, so I don't necessarily know what that is all about. And this does the media push and pull. So once I get everything activated, I'll come right back. Okay, so now I have installed WP Migrate DB Pro on both the source and the target, and I've activated the license. So now I'm going to enable push and pull both on both sites. And so since we are pushing from production to dev, so let's go to migrate, and instead of any export or import, we're going to go push, and from the target site we're going to copy this and paste it here to set up the connection. Boom, look, it actually found it and filled everything in. Now we're going to keep everything else pretty much default, and for future purposes, let's save the profile. Yeah, let's keep that name, save it, and push DB. As you can see, it's a 945 megabyte DB, so it's going to take a while, so we'll come right back. Okay, so I just paused it for a little bit because I just needed to show you what's the reason we're doing this. So as I told you, this is production and this is dev. So let's go check it out. What's happening at the DB level. So when we come here, this is our dev version of the database. And when we go there, and let's say in the options table, look at this. I mean, nothing is editable. Something happened, something fell off, and nothing being editable on any table. So for example, to take a look at the good one, let's say this is the production one. We go there and let's go to the option. Everything is fine and dandy, right? So what we're trying to do here is make everything look like this on this database. So this is the corruption. So if this goes on, I mean, it's going to be unusable at one point. So and the site even may crash. So this is the reason we are continuing with that update. So let's go back and restart it. And once this is finished, we will come back again. Also, on a quick note, I just wanted to show you the actual free version of this plugin that I'm using right now, the WP Migrate DB Pro version I'm using, and this is the free version that you can download, and I often find myself using it when I'm doing a manual transfer of large sites. When I get to convert the SQL file using this and manually upload to the cPanel via PHPMyAdmin. So this is very handy one. Pretty much works all the time. And but I just wanted to show the pro version with the new extra bells and whistles. I mean, it has been benefiting me seriously for a while now, so I can pretty much guarantee you it's worth spending the money. So now let's get back to it. All right, looks like the plugin did its job. It's finished. I did entire 945 megabyte updated. Now this is another proof that the database at the backend has been updated. So WordPress just kicked us out. So let's log back in. All right. That's fine. Things are looking great here. But most importantly, the reason we did this is to make sure that this is our production DB. This is the option, and look how healthy everything looks. But this is the dev right here, and this was pretty sick. It did not have all the bells and whistles we needed, so there was this corruption. So now we're going to refresh it to make sure everything came back. Voila, wonderful. So we just restored everything to 100% health, and thanks to our friend right here, which is WP Migrate DB Pro. So this has been a success. Thanks for watching.